This is Moonshine and Music with Joe Shelton. Wait a minute, that's me. Anyway, we're going to bring you some inspiring songwriters, musicians, and maybe some side challenges and other stuff around the music industry. So stick with us right now, because the show is coming your way. Woo! Moonshine and Music starts right now. Welcome to Moonshine and Music. Today we've got with us Justin Duenne. He is devoid of the midnight today, but he is here without his band, The Midnight. But, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you on.
Absolutely. It's good to be here.
So, you are, where did you grow up?
I grew up in a town called Bright, Indiana, which is just part of Lawrenceburg, Indiana.
So is it dark there?
No, it's pretty.
Like one of those things.
Yeah. I don't know why it's called Bright, and it's a pretty small population, but it's a part of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, which is down by Cincinnati, Ohio.
Right, where the casinos are.
Yeah, where all the casinos and like the Perfect North Slopes and all that stuff. All the casinos are down there. Yeah.
So are you big into gambling or skiing?
I've never been to a casino, and I've only gone skiing twice.
Yeah. How'd that go?
I hated skiing. Absolutely hate it. I don't know why people do it, but and I've never been to a casino to this day. So
really,
yeah, I might enjoy it too much. So
you're afraid you'll like it?
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll like it too much.
I've been. I've never. I did like some cross country skiing when I was a kid.
Okay.
But I never actually, because I fall in anything that slides.
Yeah.
Like if it's a skate or,
yeah.
Or that, like I'm just on my behind.
Yeah.
So it's like, but the funny thing is that my little niece is like 3, and they live out in Idaho, and so skiing's a big thing.
Oh yeah.
They like send us video of her just flying down the slope. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know?
Like little kids are super good at it, it seems like.
Well, they're lower to the ground.
Exactly.
I mean, I have a lot farther to fall.
Yeah, and they don't have as much fear, I think, too.
Yeah, well, that happens as you get older anyway.
For sure, yeah, exactly.
So, you grew up in Bright. What were your parents? What did they do down there?
So they just worked little different jobs growing up. They weren't musical at all. My dad can like carry a tune and can sing, but they didn't play music or anything. But yeah, they've worked a bunch of different jobs since I was growing up. And yeah, my dad works in like a chemical plant, and my mom works for like a sort of, I don't even know what it is. She always gets mad at me because I don't know what it is. But she works at a computer and types stuff into her computer, and that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah, that's
all
I know.
Sense.
Yeah.
Is your whole family? Are they from that area? Like
yeah. They're all from the west side of Cincinnati. So, which is like a super German population in Cincinnati that grew up on the west side. Like German Catholic is like a big thing over there, and so I think a lot of my family came over from Germany, like a couple hundred years ago, and settled in Cincinnati, and so we're basically all over there now. So in the Cincinnati area, yeah.
You like reorganized there.
Yeah. Basically, at least that's what I'm pretty sure. I haven't done the ancestry stuff, but I think that's as much as I know. I think about all.
The ancestry thing is quite interesting.
Yeah.
I did the DNA thing, and I found out, very shockingly that like I'm 68% British and like 18% Irish.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nothing shocking in my background.
Yeah.
I was, but you get this little fear in the back of your mind. What didn't mom tell me?
Exactly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly. You never know. You never know where you might be from.
You never know.
Yeah.
So, when did you start playing musical instruments?
When I was about 12 years old, I was just super obsessed with Green Day and just wanted to be in a band like Green Day. And so that's why.
Which album was it that you?
So I was born in 1993. So the album that I came up with was American Idiot. So they had obviously had like 6 or 7
before that.
Yeah, they had probably 6 or 7 albums before that, but I came to it with American Idiot and then like kind of backtracked and listened to everything, like starting with like Dookie and which would have been like the early 2000s or the 90s. I guess it would have been the 90s when they came out with Dookie. But so I just got super obsessed with like Billy Joe Armstrong and playing chords like that. And obviously if you're learning how to play guitar, that's a pretty easy way to do it and like kind of get there pretty quick because it's just power chords and super simple stuff. But I just wanted to be like Green Day, and so I kind of got into into music, just getting like into like some of that like mainstream like punk music, and also just like classic rock, and which is a lot of people play guitar and learn how to play instruments and everything. And I was like in a school of rock for a little bit, and we're doing like Metallica and like the Misfits and just random stuff like that. And so that's kind of how I got into like music, about 12 to like 15. I was taking lessons and doing all that kind of thing.
So did you start, what was your first kind of guitar? Was it like
my first, it was electric Strat. It was like a blue Squire Stratocaster that I had into like a little tiny solid state 10-watt Marshall amp, you know, which is what I thought was like the dream.
Kit.
Yeah. It was the starter kit, but at the time I thought that was like the best thing that you could ever have was a Squire Strat into anything that said Marshall on it, you know. Because that's what I saw everybody playing that I was like really into back then. So
you could have stamped Marshall on like one of those first acts.
Exactly, yeah, and I would have been all into it for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. When did you start? You started writing songs about what?
I think I wrote my first song when I was like 15 years old. I was just talking about it last night at a show, and it's a song called "The Real in Me," and I wrote it for a band that I was in called 138 when I was a teenager.
138, was that your first band?
Yeah, that was the first band, and then
how'd you guys come up with 138? I mean, I'm sidetracking you a little.
No, it's okay. It was based on like a Bible verse at the time because we were like super into really church and stuff. Yeah. And so we based it on that, and then but "The Real in Me" was a weird song that I kind of blurred the lines between if it was about like a spiritual thing or like about a girl, and it was, but they didn't really like go together very well. It was really awkward and super weird. But yeah, that was like the first song I ever wrote when I was 15, and I started writing about a girl that I dated for a week, and she broke up with me, and somehow ended up with this like weird song. So that was the first one I ever wrote. And, like finished it, and we like played it and put it on like a little EP when we were like just like kids. So it's kind of funny.
So when you were when you were telling the story last night at the show, did you actually play it?
I didn't actually play it. No, I told him I would have had to drink a little bit to play that song. And I don't even know if I could remember.
Need a few drinks.
Yeah, and the memories might start coming back if I had a few drinks or something. But it was bizarre for sure. Yeah, but that was 15.
So that the girlfriend of a week got immortalized.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of song that you
exactly.
That sucks.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think she ever knew that song was about her. And I don't.
Well, she's so vain. She probably thought it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's what we always pull.
Yeah, exactly.
So. At this point in the show, we like to take a small breather in the action.
Cool.
Have something called Moonshine Trivia happen. We're going to bring in Brent Lee Smith. He's one of the producers on the show here.
Sounds good.
And he's our he's more of our stunt double.
Okay, cool.
And camera guru and grip.
Yeah.
He does all that stuff, but he also is a comedian.
Okay, cool.
So we bring him in. You get a bell. He gets a bell. And whoever gets to ring in gets to answer the question. Brent is undefeated as a trivia.
As of today, or just in general?
In general.
In life, undefeated.
Yeah. So as he's undefeated, we try to make these questions as difficult as possible or as simple as possible, depending on how you see it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, let's start off with a good one here. Would you rather be dead or sarcastic?
Nintendo Game Genie.
Correct.
What?
Told you I'm good at this.
Wait, this is trivia?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your favorite app on your phone?
Rhubarb Moose.
Correct.
I don't know about this.
What's the best telephone that you ever owned that wasn't cellular?
Cancun for spring break in 1987.
Correct. Will you be available for the after party at Madame Tussauds House of Pain? He got that one.
Yes.
Correct. What cycle is the moon in, waxing or waning?
Sega Genesis.
Correct. All right, the winner and champion.
Wow, okay.
Still champion, Brent Lee Smith.
Oh man, I'm excellent at this.
Yeah. Great.
So that always lightens the mood a little.
Yeah, for sure.
But so today on the show, what are you thinking about singing? We get to do 2 songs. We'll put one on our Moonshine moments later.
I'll probably do a couple of tracks. So I'll do one song off the EP that I put out in August, and then I'll do a new song that I'm working on right now. Yeah.
Well, that's killer, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it.
Absolutely.
Are you digging the new stuff? Have you been writing new stuff?
Yeah. So I've been writing a lot. I've been writing with Chris Wilson. Him and I started writing songs a lot together, and I've been doing a lot of stuff on my own and just trying to get a project. I'd like to release something in December, and so.
Is this going to be a band project?
So yeah, it'll be a full band project that I do with the Midnight. I might do like a name change, but that's coming later. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but.
I don't know. I kind of like Justin Duenne in the Midnight.
Yeah, my last name's kind of hard to say to people who just read it, so.
You could just be Justin in the Midnight.
I could do something like that. So.
Yeah.
We'll.
That'd be close.
Yeah, it'd be close. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'd like to release something hopefully in December and with some new material that's a little different. Just kind of
Well, that's cool. Chris is a good friend of the show and a good songwriter.
Yeah.
And,
absolutely.
That'll be some good stuff. Can't wait to hear it.
Absolutely.
Well, let's get up here on the stage and play him.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back with Justin Duenne on Moonshine and music.
Cool. My name is Justin Duenne. This is a song called The Mills. Someone to talk to me so I can bury it. When the world ain't right and my eyes won't close, my dreams they haunt me just like an old ghost. But sometimes I feel like the world is in a abandoned shopping mall. There are still lights, there are still signs, but no one inside it. You scream at the top of your lungs, but no one seems to hear you. Somehow I still believe that you're in here with me. Somehow I still believe that you're in here with me. I was taken back from my exodus, finding out I was promised a bunch of bullshit. Now I'm coming home to see your face, so I tell myself this was not a mistake. But sometimes I feel like the world is in a abandoned shopping mall. There are still lights, there are still signs, but no one inside it. You scream at the top of your lungs, but no one seems to hear you. Somehow I still believe that you're in here with me. Somehow I still believe that you're in here with me. Thank you. My name again is Justin Duenne, and this song is called Two Rings. Driving from Kentucky with a fistful in my hand of old memories, reminding me of where I stand with two rings, two rings. Seeing the hillside of the places where I've been caught in the wrong side of a young life left to live with two rings, two rings. 'Cause it's like a house fire, you can't save it, you can only watch it burn. And in a moment, a new word comes along. I was taking the highway to get away from all that pain. I was going my way, crazy like the rain with two rings, two rings. 'Cause it's like a house fire, you can't save it, you can only watch it burn. And in a moment, a new word comes along. I finally made it to the spot and made my roots. When will you get in? I got a pair of brand new boots with two rings, two rings. 'Cause it's like a house fire, you can't save it, you can only watch it burn. And in a moment, a new word comes along. Thank y'all.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment. Copyright 2019, all rights reserved. Our producer is Joe Shelton. Our cameraman, grip, and stunt double is Brent Lee Smith. On cameras and all sorts of other stuff, Bailey Shelton. And our staff guru is Brent Schlemmer. Join us each Sunday for more episodes of Moonshine and Music.